Today on Linked, never have you ever? We'll find out with Bethanne Pistolis. Thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome.
Beth, she's one of our awesome cast members. Who do you play?
Mander.
Sally Mander.
Sally Mander.
Yay, Sally.
Yes. She is a doctor's assistant for
Dr. Clavel.
Dr. Clavel. Tell us about your character.
Well, she also plays IguanaMan's girlfriend.
I know.
So is she good or is she bad?
She's so good, she's bad.
Maybe.
You decide. She could be good, she could be good. And you're in episode 5 as well?
I'm in episode 5. My boyfriend does very mean things in that episode.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Pretty sure you do, because I had to pay the check. Just saying.
That was in episode 4.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
And I told you before we started this interview not to talk about that.
Did you?
Yes. But seriously, tell us about your character a little bit.
All right, so Sally Mander is a doctor's assistant to Dr. Clavel, and she also plays Colin's girlfriend.
And she's got what kind of backstory do you think she has? She have a troubled life? She's someone who was good at once and good once before, and the situation around her is causing her to be
striving to get to the top. However, she has to get there.
Okay. How did you get into this acting biz?
You want a long story or the short story?
Surprise.
Long story.
Do long story.
I had kids and they drove me to it.
I gotta get out of the house.
That was the long story?
No, that was the short one. All right, I had a child. Prior to having children, I owned my own house and worked in corporate America and all that kind of good stuff.
Well, how'd you get to know us though?
That's actually a good question. I don't know.
Oh, you know.
No, I was really
know.
thinking about that the other day. I really don't remember how I met Dee. I remember how I met Wofford.
Of course.
Well, I was doing
Everybody knows Wofford. We've said that every single time. First person that is mentioned is, I met Wofford at, and I remember Wofford because Wofford is the walking version of Cheers.
Yeah, that's true. You are Norm. You are Norm. I was doing a theater class with Reed Halverson. It's the first theater class I had ever taken, although I was just informed from my mother recently that I did the ARMS program and did acting.
Oh, really?
I don't remember. It was in middle school. And it turns out that my husband dated a girl that was in theater with Wofford. Anyway, so that's how I met Wofford.
This is a ridiculously small world.
Before he was my husband.
Okay, just clarify.
Another fabulous redhead. So I met Wofford, but you know what? I really don't even know. I think I met Dean and Chris with Sandra.
I think it was.
Through Sandra.
It was Sandra. Yeah.
Yep, Sandra.
When we
The
started taking
glorious
this class.
Sandra. I love her.
Love Sandra. Hey, Sandra again.
Hi, Sandra.
Well, in addition to playing Sally Mander, you're also a pretty awesome makeup artist.
Thank you.
Tell us
You
about that.
rock.
Because you do a little behind the scenes stuff too. When
I
you're
do
not
behind
actually
the
on
scenes
set,
stuff.
a lot of times when she's not on set, actually as a character, you're behind the scenes helping out doing makeup for a lot of people as well.
I do. They tapped into that talent hardcore. So I don't do a lot of the special effects stuff. They leave that to Wallace and Christian.
Yeah.
And they're pretty awesome. And I do all the pretty stuff.
You keep the ladies looking pretty.
I keep the ladies looking pretty, which
And-
really isn't that difficult.
And who knows, eventually you may have to start doing all the men too. You're doing IguanaMan. You helped. You were actually in Geek Away,
I was in Geek Away.
and you were also in Excalibur Enhancements.
I was.
Made a cameo in Excalibur. Well, your hair did. Excalibur Enhancements.
And your hand.
Back of my
your
head
hand.
and my thumb.
And your thumb. That was
Remember
probably
it?
the funniest thumb in any of the short films we've done so far. And you also did At Your Command, which is actually
Did.
something that it was one of the first things that we did. Jason Underwood. You've been in all the product placement things. And what character is that? What was the name of that character?
Woman.
It was more than that.
No, I don't think so.
A name.
No, I don't think she did.
She got a name.
I think she played Woman. Woman on Park Bench.
No, well, not that, but the other commercials.
Oh,
Geek Away.
who was I?
Ashley Andrews.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't Ashley Andrews.
Oh, then you're the other one.
Exactly.
Great,
other
the
one.
director, the
Amber
guy who wrote
Frost.
it, can't remember.
I'm Amber Frost.
Amber Frost, yes.
Yes.
Amber Frost.
I should remember
right.
that.
Amber Frost.
Sounds like another superhero name, like that.
It does. I'm trying to portray strong woman roles for my 2 daughters. Hello.
So what else? I mean, obviously you do a lot of stuff with us and with Third Mind. But what other stuff are you working on outside projects and other things?
Oh, do I get to plug something right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, A Short History of Decay just premiered.
Yeah, Brian
It's
Greenberg, right?
Yeah, Brian Greenberg and Harris Yulin and Linda Lavin and Emmanuel Shikri. I always pronounce her name wrong. And if you're in the Greenville, Spartanburg area, it will be playing in Spartanburg. But you can get it on demand and iTunes. Yay, and the proceeds go to Alzheimer's research. So even better.
That's very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
it turned out to be a little more of a darker comedy, I think, than intended. But great movie, great director, great writer and director, same person.
Awesome.
So it was an awesome experience.
Very cool. And you do all kind of makeup stuff outside of that too, right?
I do a lot of weddings, and I just had my first celebrity client a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty exciting.
That's awesome.
That was pretty exciting.
But I guess you can't say who it is.
Yay, no, I can't. But thank you,
I
Katie
tried.
Rockwell, for
I tried,
keeping
America.
me calm.
The Lizard's been hiding some questions. These are rapid fire, fun little game.
Okay.
Rapid fire questions. We got some this or that.
Okay.
All right. Some this or that, and we also have some never have I ever things. Okay.
Okay.
So just rapid fire. Your favorite movie?
Love Actually.
Love that movie.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Favorite actor?
Russell Crowe.
Actress.
Big fan of Reese Witherspoon.
Book that you read that had the biggest effect on you?
Lord of the Flies from high school, but it was only the way my not professor in high school, it's teacher. My teacher taught it.
How about favorite food? Pizza.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meat and kind of steak.
Steak.
Pizza with steak on it.
How about favorite band?
Counting Crows.
How about your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, the MOIST word.
You mean moist?
Right about now, that word just popped up on the screen, like with dots
Yeah, it's like
underneath
right
it.
there. And since I can't see it, it's okay.
Little bit it has to be one or the other.
Okay.
But it can't be both, and it can't be neither. But you have to pick one.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll give you two things: cookies or cake. TV or movies.
Movies
PG-13 or R.
are
Facebook or Twitter.
Twitter.
LA or New York.
New York.
Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey.
Twilight.
Pool or the ocean.
The pool, because you can see your feet.
Squash or cabbage.
Together.
Now we'll do a little bit of never have I ever. Have you ever loudly passed gas in a quiet room full of people?
Unfortunately, yes.
Have you ever eaten an entire carton of ice cream in one sitting?
Yes.
You ever been skinny dipping?
Yes.
Stayed up for 48 hours straight?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Never have you been so scared at a horror movie you grabbed a stranger?
I do not go to horror movies.
Never have you ever cheated on a test?
No, I've never cheated on a test.
All right, never have you ever played strip poker?
Yes, I have.
And finally, never have you ever thrown up on an amusement ride?
Never have done that.
These are would you rathers. Would you rather have a misspelled tattoo or a tattoo that says tattoo?
It needs to say tattoo.
Anything else you want to tell them? Can they follow you on Twitter or Facebook or?
You can follow me on Twitter. It's BA Pistolis.
Okay, well, it's down here, and we'll also put it down in the description below. Well, thanks so much, Beth. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks,
And
Chris, for being IguanaMan.
Absolutely. Iggy,
Thanks for playing my boyfriend.
absolutely.
Hey, Dean, thanks for writing him as my boyfriend.
My pleasure.
Appreciate
Until
it,
next
Dean.
season.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to see where next season goes.
It'll be really awesome. It's going to be really awesome. Lots of cool stuff coming. And you get to see her in episode 5 coming very, very soon. So be sure to check that out. A big thanks to Bethanne. Be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow me at Chris Cashon. We'll see you next time.
Oh, well then cut it off and redo it.
Strike that from the record, please.
Tuck that hair, your nose hair in. Yeah, that's better. Good. That's good.
You're being serious, aren't you?
It's Wallace's job.
Beaver.